Good morning. Welcome to the Daily Squeeze Take 63 Love Buckets and Tips. I just went live a little after 9 o'clock and I was walking all through the house and it's hot. And I was on my little rant more about me than love buckets. And then my phone died. Hello, Thursday. I really want to talk about love buckets. I just took some time for me before hopping on and I watched a friend go live. And she's a mom of 6. I believe I've posted about her on my personal page before. I'll pop her link though. But she talks mom stuff, but as well from someone who's a mom to only fur babies. Her broad message is just lovely. I love it. So I just watched her live and chilled out. I regrouped and got my head straight pretty much to come back on. So I have a major headache. I'm feeling the heat. Yesterday I did my live in the kitchen and then went to the shops, did some errands, came home, had this massive headache from going in and out of the heat to aircon. We're not fully closing up the house and putting the aircon on massively cool because obviously Mark works outside and that's just really unhealthy for him. So we are feeling the heat. We have the aircon on in the bedroom or in like the office and stuff, but I'm in here with the kids now, the fur babies, and we're just kind of staying cool, but not so cool that if we go outside or through the rest of the house, we really feel it. So on that note, love buckets and how to figure out what love buckets that you need for you. So this is a really, really important topic because filling up our love buckets, so doing the things that serve you and knowing what you need to be the best you possible it's not just think it through and have it overnight. It's something that you have to work on, like everything. How love buckets affect our weight loss is really important because when our love buckets are all full, we are obviously a bit less stressed. Being less stressed, you're more relaxed, and being more relaxed, everything inside of you is more relaxed so that everything can be processed better. I'm talking food, stress, just your body in general. You're more apt to sleep better, to wake up more energized. It's just that that flow-on effect. So I really want to try and keep talking about the whole weight loss journey. It's not just about losing weight, but it's really about focusing on who you are, accepting who you are, acknowledging that, and owning it. By owning who you are and knowing that, you're imperfectly perfect or perfectly imperfect. I don't know which way I want to say those words yet, but it's important because once we are who we are, it's easier to make the choices that serve us. So it's easier to fill up those love buckets. And when those love buckets are full, life's a bit cruisy. So as I was just listening to Mara, she was talking about date nights. So I came on her live a little late and just heard her talk about that. And she was talking about with children how it's really difficult to get date nights in. From my perspective, when I met Mark and we started dating and stuff, like we didn't go on massive, big, elaborate dates or anything like that. We hung out, we got to know each other, and we're not, we're not too classy where we need, high-class restaurants and to get dressed up all the time. Like we like doing that once in a great while, but, movie nights on the couch. Where you can still talk and stuff like that. That's what I like. I like cozy, intimate settings more than being out and about. I do like to save money as well for travel, overspending it on the little things like movies and stuff. I'm happy to rent movies and be comfortable and pig out on stuff that I want to pig out on at home, not like movie stuff, food. I don't know what I'm talking about today. My apologies. But I think the love buckets, when I heard Tamara talk about those, I really had this like, this is what I want to talk about. It's tips and tricks. It's figuring out, what date night works for us. Mark and I, it took us about 6 months to really get in a groove of date nights, and it took us about a month to get out of them, I'd say. You miss a couple here and there, and then all of a sudden they're not just date nights, or date nights end up starting to become the norm, where sushi train's something that we like to go to just for a quick bite together, get out of the house. That was starting to become date night, and it's just like, well, that's not date night, that's just the norm. But in saying that, I think it's really important to, excuse me, I think it's really important to acknowledge what it is that fills your love buckets up. So a good example for me, date night, is actually when we're home, but we put a little extra thought into it. Like, we can light the candles, or we can do up a cheese board, because we don't do that often, and then, get a nice bottle of wine out sometimes. Although I'm not really drinking wine anymore at all. I don't know, maybe some champagne and beer. But doing nice things that we don't normally do. So they're definitely things that are not the norm. And that's how we can fill up our date night love bucket. Lately, with the holidays coming up, we have kind of not done too much with date nights. Mark not working the last few days. It's been lovely, though. We got out Monopoly Deal. It's a card game, family-friendly card game. It's the best card game ever. We'll sit at the dining room table and just play and kind of keep score, who wins how many, or stuff like that. And it's great fun, but just doing something different fills up that love bucket for me. So it is my date night love bucket, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a date night. It's that quality time. So that goes back to one of my love languages. And I guess to bring this back to weight loss again, you have to find out, once you have your goals set, and once you're on track to getting your goals, your love buckets will kind of show. If you really get into exercise and you know what exercise it is that you like, finding that exercise could take a week, a month, 2 weeks. It's up to you to try new things and find out. But once that exercise love bucket, you know how to fill it, you can easily fill it. And then again, it's the flow-on effect from the weight loss journey. Once you exercise, you sleep better, you wake up more energized, you want to exercise again, you want that good feeling after. And because you exercise, you want to make the healthier choices with your food. You're more apt to saying, okay, I have done this exercise and I know it won't offset this food, but it's the middle of the week, I've been eating really well, I'm going to have a sometimes food and not feel guilty about it. So that's what it's all about. So it's filling up these love buckets, and it's the love buckets you just necessarily don't know off the top of your head. That's the journey that you're going to figure out what love buckets are that you need during the journey. I just kind of went around that backwards. My apologies. But anyways, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I have a massive headache, so I'm going to keep resting and try and stay cool, but not too cool, because obviously I have more errands to do today and I have to go out in this disgusting heat. I'm so worried about all the fur babies that are left outside in this heat. I just want to go rescue them all. So my mind is just reeling about that stuff right now. But I can only take care of mine and see if and how I can help neighbors, I guess. So that's where I'm at. I hope really thinking about your love buckets, your love language. Talk to your partners, your friends about theirs. I love it when I know my good friends' love buckets, and I think it's quite similar for a couple of my really good friends. Quality time. Quality time is just, I love spending time with them. I love getting to meet up and do the things that we love to do together. Girly time. Recently, I was in Mackay, and my friend and I, we went and got our hair done. Tick. We were drinking champagne. Tick. And wearing pink bathrobes. Tick, tick, tick. And just spending that time together, and it's lovely. So My love bucket was just full, overflowing, and it just, even thinking about it just makes me happy now. So it helps to fill it up when she's not here to do those things with. But what is it that makes you tick? What is it that makes you really happy? Have a think, write stuff down. Writing down and just getting anything out there, not in any organized way or manner, and just brain dumping essentially is a really good way to realize what it is you really want, or what you're really thinking, or what's really in your mind. I've been doing a lot of journaling lately. And it's just really helpful. So I hope that is some good tips and tricks for you today. Sorry that I'm not more in my zone. Time for me to rest and get rid of this headache. I have lots of water here, so I'm onto it. And some electrolytes. The hydrolytes have come out this morning. So hopefully everything works for me. And hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully you fill up your love buckets. Let me know if you have any questions, tips, tricks that you've thought of, or comments around love buckets. The more questions you have for me, I'm happy to answer. And then next time this topic comes up and comes around, I can give you guys a little bit more, and I know kind of where to go in my chat. So I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. I will be on, I think, a little bit early because I have some things and stuff to do for a lovely committee all about empowering women around cans. We have our Christmas party on Saturday, so tomorrow I'm helping with that. So I will be on early. I'll put a reminder on the book face, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.